What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 41 of my Total Warhammer 3 Kairos Fateweaver Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, fire attacked kayaks, finally taking it for ourselves now that Daemonhunters' army is no longer there, and this allows us a nice forward base that is at tier 4 that we can use to, establish our conquest of Illustria. There's still a lot of these territories remaining to the cult of Sotek, which means we're still going to have a fairly difficult time in dealing with them and their damn jungle swarm ability, but hey, at least we have one of their higher tier settlements already conquered. There's still the Mine of the Bearded Skulls and the Golden Colossus up here, and Oixel here, and the Altar of the Horned Rat here, although the altar isn't so well defended, so we should be able to push up into this direction fairly decently when we have our new army available, which is coming. Now, in terms of what else we have to do this turn from last episode, I do believe we've done everything that isn't building, so let's build some buildings. Now, alright, I'll just do it systematically. I was just trying to remember if I have forgotten something specific, but I don't remember if I have or not, and somehow I doubt it. So let's go systematically down the line. Land of Assassins, you're looking good. Icefire Plains, no money, yes money here. Khemri, you have your walls, you can have your cultists camping. Oh wow, you don't have a Web of Secrets. Huh. Because you had the military stuff first. Well, what can you do? At least these things are fairly cheap in terms of what they cost to upgrade. And by these things, I mean the infrastructure buildings. Speaking of all this is all also infrastructure. This is good. And aha, Talaqua. We did just upgrade you, which means we can get, well, we'll go military here, but we can do Stygian well here for extra cash. Quetzalcoatl. Similar sort of thing here, though I guess we'll build a wall here because we already have everything. But you should go for a Dimensional Cascade as well. Yeah, wait. These don't reduce the cost of walls, do they? I don't think so. But why does this wall cost 3,600 and the other wall, wherever we just checked, cost 6,000 instead? Oh wait, where was this? Here, Teotihuacan. It has a Dimensional Cascade and the wall costs 6k. Huh, maybe it does reduce the cost of the wall as well. Is it by 40%? Wait, just out of curiosity. This reduces 40% infrastructure cost. Oh, okay, so the walls do count. So we should build up the wall in Quetzalcoatl next turn, if I remember to do so. Alrighty, otherwise I believe we're good. Everybody is waiting for potential fights. Iber, hopefully you can fight Scrag here. Hopefully he falls for this. Though I guess we'll get some points applied first. In terms of this... What do we want to do here? We have pretty much all the magics other than the Glitter, or Plague of Rust and Gehenna's Golden Hounds, and I guess we'll get one of those. Still haven't decided on one of these. Most likely gonna go for the Locus of Transmog, mostly because Locus of Change is useless for this particular army. So yeah, Plague of Rust and Gehenna's. Yeah, let's go for Plague of Rust first. We'll do Gehenna's. Well, Iber can use Gehenna, so it doesn't really matter nearly as much. Speaking of magics, Iber can use Infernal Gateway. He can't use Pink Fires. He, I believe, can use Glean Magic. So what do we get here? We only have 2 points. I guess another Infernal Gateway is always nice, but let's go Earthing and Arcane Conduit first, and then we'll do that. Alrighty, now we end the turn, and then we hope that this ambush actually succeeds, though we shall see. Skarbrand, and aha! The enemy failed to spot our ambush. They're gonna get absolutely wrecked here. Now, there's no guarantee that we get another good battle, so we're gonna fight this cinematically, and especially since we haven't fought ogres a lot. Should be a fun time. Let's get to it. Alrighty, well, let's get ready to feel real bad for Scrag. I sincerely doubt that his pile of saber tusks and various types of ogre bulls is gonna have much chance versus piles of chaos warriors and chaos knights at that. So here we go, here's the ambush. The enemy is in a column, and we are going to charge the chaos knights at the saber tusks, wherein the latter will promptly be destroyed, as I really doubt that they're going to get to doing too much damage to the Chaos Knights. They're a fairly defensive unit of cavalry, have nice stats, lots of melee defense, and lots of HP, barrier, armor. They good. The Saber Tusks, not so much. And in fact, it doesn't look like the Saber Tusks are getting through the barrier at all, and are getting quite destroyed, unsurprisingly, mind you. In addition to that, over on the side, we have our Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. Though they have lost their barriers fighting the Ogre Bulls, I do imagine that their halberds will come in handy and they'll be able to shortly rip the enemy apart. Iber has also gone to fight Scrag one-on-one. This looks like a pretty fun little duel, though I don't think Scrag has much of a chance against Iber either. 46-42 on those stats versus the 50-59, and we out-HP Scrag, plus out-level him. And there's the Gaze of Tzeentch going down, Gaze of Fate rather, and going down on him to reduce his melee attack, and a little bit of a Infernal Gateway, just to get rid of a few more Saber Tusks. Mostly because a few of the enemy units are in our way, rather than because they're threatening us in any way. It looks like we've taken a tiny bit of damage, but we can heal that up whenever we please, and let's see, Scrag's at about half HP and dropping. We do have a few Nobbler Trapper units who have been hitting Iber in the back with their Infinidaggers this entire time, but while they are dishing out some damage, I just don't think it's going to be enough. Over on the mountainside over here, it looks like the enemy Ogre Bulls are in very bad shape already and will be dead shortly, and we're even getting some work for our Pink Horrors, who are attacking some other Ogre Bull units who have gotten stopped by our Screamers. And I did put the Pink Horrors on this nice little hill here where I was hoping they would fire down on the enemy, but the enemy decided to go up this side into our halberdiers. Not that I'm complaining about that, mind you, because it did work out quite well. Alrighty, Screamers versus Ogre Bulls with a little bit of fire support, though I do imagine the fire support's going to hurt them in just as much as it's going to hurt us, or going to hurt us just as much as it's going to hurt them, or whatever, you get what I mean. Ooh, nice shot from our Iridescent Horror there. I saw him bringing down one of those Ogre Bulls, and it looks like the Screamers are winning, though they are probably the ones who are going to take by far the most damage in this particular army. We do want to replace them with Doom Knights here, after all, so we might as well use them, and if they die, they die. They're going to get replaced. Alrighty, looks like the battle is just about over. The enemy is getting ready to rout. The balance of power is merely a sliver remaining, and Scrag is getting ready to rout as well, below his half HP. Last remaining of those Ogre Bulls with Iron Fists are just about to rout. There they go. And I do believe the chain rout is not here, actually, but it will be. Damn, there it is, almost on cue. Very nice. Alrighty, looks like Scrag's gonna book it. Oh man, try to run away while carrying the cookpot there. Run, buddy, run. How much HP you got? 1500. We'll probably take a few more Blue Fires of Tzeentch hits. Blue Fires of Tzeentch hits. No? Okay. I think I was ordering everybody else to chase other stuff around. Actually, he's pretty badly beat up. We could probably just hunt him down by flying at him if we wanted to. There we go. Yeah, there was other stuff to chase. And there's the Blue Fires. Maybe one more should do it. 669. Wait, did that one set of Blue Fires do like 750 damage to him? Yeah, it looks like it does, doesn't it? Yeah, down he goes with that last of those Blue Fires, and it seems like every single shot hits the pot, but kills him. Maybe by breaking the pot, it breaks his connection with the Great Maw, and that's the only thing keeping him moving. I maintain that Scrag is by far the creepiest character in the entire game. I do have to wonder when, if ever, they will be able to get a character that out-creepies him. Yeah, Snitch is definitely the most frightening, or at least his voice is the most frightening. I adore Snitch's voice, it's amazing. But Scrag is the creepiest. Not that his voice work isn't fantastically creepy, mind you. But yeah, anyway, I digress. I don't know how I decided to go on this tangent. Here we go, just gonna speed it up a little bit, hunt down a few more units. As we can see, these Nobbler Trappers aren't dying. This is a typical case of a bunch of knights just getting in each other's way and not really hitting anything. I'm gonna have to move some units out of this in order to actually kill those Nobbler Trappers. And I just want to point out that there are 76 units in here, and because we have so many knights getting in each other's way, none of them were dying. There we go. Moved a few units out, just kept one plus our lord in, and the enemy units go down. It's such an odd state of affairs, but I encountered a lot of the same when playing the ogres as well. They just have an awful habit of just completely getting in each other's way and not hitting stuff. But anyway, Scrag dies, and well, I'm sure his own ogres getting in each other's way contributed to his loss in part, you know, other than the relative weakness of his units. Decisive victory. Alright, well, unsurprisingly, we took barely any damage and can in fact heal ourselves to full, and Scrag is out of here, and we got the defeat trait, presumably, from defeating him. Man, I always forget how, let's say, bad the Chaos Knights are at chasing stuff down. They're really not made for it, and they're both quite slow at moving and quite slow at killing as well when it comes to chasing things down. So it is a little bit unfortunate that that army currently has those difficulties, but when we do have Doom Knights, I do imagine the Doom Knights will do a little bit of a better job chasing things down, especially things like Ogres, which will probably suffer a lot of model losses. Anyway, we got a free Schemer for ourselves, and there we go, Maws the Pity, power reserve increase and miscast chance for Iber, which is quite nice and works quite well for him. And the Great Game Corn Ascendant, not us, alas. And there we go. Now, Iber, you're going to kill this guy in a few seconds, and was that the last of the technologies? Indeed, it looks like it was. Alrighty, we are done. Everything is researched. It looks like we research everything at turn 110 without ever stealing any tech, which is pretty damn good. It's probably one of the fastest factions, if not the fastest faction, at research, unsurprisingly, mind you, without making use of steel tech. Alright, well, I'm pretty happy with that result. Now, this does mean that we need to switch the... Egrim's contrivance algorithm out everywhere. Well, nearly everywhere, I should say. Ooh, and I also forgot to do Winds of Magic Manipulation last turn, which may have led to some places... Nope, looks like we're still good everywhere. Okie dokie. Well then. No need for that. Alright, Egrim's Contrivance. What the heck do we switch you to? It's the growth thing, isn't it? Or not the growth, the Grimoire thing. So yeah, Mutilith Prism Formulae. Alright, well, looks like that's what we're switching to then. Mutilith and Mutilith. I really wish that you could switch everything at the same time, but oh well. Do this as quickly as we can. It's not like we have a crazy amount of provinces, so it'll take like an extra minute. All Mutilith all the time. And then some of them probably have to... Well, there's only one or two places that shouldn't be Mutilith, and mostly it's just the fronts. Central Jungles, you can also get that. Yes, back to Mutiliths. I'll be very curious to see how many Grimoires we're generating after this. And just keep an eye on what the change is here. Alright, keep going, keep going. Ah, wait, what are you? The Architect's Theorem, Galbaraz... you don't need the Architect's Theorem anymore, at least not currently. Maybe if we're fighting dwarves. And Stone Mine Tower in Western Badlands. You know, let's take this now so we can switch it immediately. Iber, you can auto-resolve this. In fact, we'll move up our Recruiter to help out here. So you do this. Auto-resolve, for obvious reasons. I don't believe anybody will have died. He took a tiny bit of damage, although our Screamers did get hurt. And we could just heal up slightly. Alright, and then... Ooh, we got an Armor of Fortune out of it, and Perfect Vigor for Iber. Alright, well, I'm damn happy with that result. And then we'll have the Recruiter of Fate occupy this territory. Occupy it.
Leave it standing.
So that Iber can continue to move. Now, Iber, I guess you're going to dock Karaz next, so go here, but stay in our own territory. And Recruiter, you can guard this in case somebody attacks it, though we should probably delete you ASAP. I did kind of want to put these Marauder Horsemen of Tzeentch in another army, as they are high level now. You know, I'll think about that. Either way, back to the territories. We were at the Western Badlands, yes? Bitterstone Mine, right? Wait. Yeah, this is being switched, this is being switched, this is being switched, this is not. So, Mutalith Prison Formula, Land of the Dead is... Wait, what? It's being switched as well. What? Are you telling me that it reordered stuff? Why? Why would it have changed the order? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's take a quick look then. There really needs to be a way to set all things at once. I mean, this is probably the only situation where we would actually want to do this, but nonetheless. Alrighty, you're looking good, you're looking good, you're looking good, You are where? Oh yeah. Galbaraz, Land of the Dervishes, alrighty. Mutalith, Land of Assassins, Mutalith. Really hope I didn't miss anything. You can actually stay as you are, Citadel of Dusk. And Kayaks as well. Anything that's in Lustria can stay in the Architect's Theorem for now, and maybe even something else, but yeah. Alright, Orion's Camp, definitely Mutalith, and Coast of Araby to the Mutalith, Great Mortis Delta, Mutalith. Actually, you know what? Great Mortis Delta, you should be in Architect's Theorem as well, for when we get attacked. Hopefully I remember that. And then Eye of the Panther, let's get you colonized right now. Colonize, and then set you up to, well, you guessed it, Mutalith. Alrighty, and I believe that was the second last one. We got one more, which is the Barrier Idols. To Mutalith you go. Alrighty, so currently we are generating 339 grimoires from buildings. We shall see what we generate next turn. Now, Kairos, it's time for you to take the Great Desert of Araby. For ourselves, auto-resolve it. Tiny bit of damage and occupy it. And the faction is not dead because they still have a Lord alive, but they're nearly so. What do we get from the Great Desert of Araby? Oh, a tiny amount of money. Income from tariffs, but more importantly, immune to desert attrition for all armies. Swell, I suppose. And this thing can indeed upgrade, and can indeed give us another Mutalith prison. Oh, wait. We don't generate any grimoires from this, do we? So it would be pointless. But then again, what does anything here give us? Chance of winds of magic changing. I guess we could get the Architect's Theorem here. Gotta keep an eye on these territories that don't give us any money, or any grimoires. Alrighty, so now you can go here. This will take 2 turns to build, so Kairos, I guess, will suffer at least 1 turn of attrition, unless he can march stance past this. And this guy will presumably suicide upon one of these territories. Now, let's move everybody else that can still move. Garrulus, you are headed to the Bloody Hands. And you need to reach Iron Rock before Skarbrand does. Alright. How far can you go with the teleport stance? Pretty far, alright. Go to Iron Rock. Because we definitely want to capture Iron Rock, Black Crag, and Carrag Drawn. Mostly because Iron Rock is a wasteland. I mean, I suppose Skarbrand would get more benefit out of it. I assume that he can actually get some money out of the gold mine, though I'm not 100% sure on it. That said, this territory would generate a ton of grimoires by virtue of the fact that it has 3 full trade good things. So we still want this and then all of this, but we'll leave all of these mountain territories to Skarbrand, just so we don't have to deal with them at the same time as we can go this way and keep getting these green territories rather than bothering with that nonsense. Alrighty, that's you. Iber's good. Vindex is not good. We need to generate something with him. Now, that'll probably be at least some Exalted Pink Horrors, so let's build those for him. Though we do have to be careful with regards to our money. And you can stay as you are for now. Voljax, you are headed temporarily at least to the Black Pyramid. But you know what, you can move a little bit further. You're moving to Kairos. Simon Dreetzman, I generated you so that you could go to Vindex. We should also keep an eye on other cultists. We got a Corruptor here, which is terrible, so we're going to recruit you, and we're not going to send you anywhere. Goodbye. Hey. Goodbye. Alright, and then Simon, you can join Vindex. And hopefully we can get a couple more cultists for him as well. Okay, Fire. You have to stay as you are now. It does look like Timokenzi is indeed going to attack Kayaks next turn, which is annoying but fine. I mean, his army isn't all that strong. If he sieges us, we'll use our garrison to act as meat shields, and if he doesn't siege us, we'll just kill him the old-fashioned way. Now, you, Fire, you have to try to get to Master of Fates, I suppose. So in that light, we want the Arsenal of Insanity, and yeah, Master of Fates. Arsenal of Insanity for the spam of Soul Grinders in here. Though I suppose we could have benefited for one round from the Chaos Warriors and stuff. They're not going to stay in his army, so they don't really have to be here. Anyway, Fire, stay where you are. We could also move outside the settlement and go into encamp stands. I believe somebody did suggest doing that, so that we don't suffer attrition. Like so. Of course, we are healing less, so if this guy goes past us, it won't work. Huh. Actually, out of curiosity, can he still land here? Because we're standing right beside it. Does this exclusion zone prevent him from landing? I do wonder. Well, I guess we'll find out. I guess it'll be annoying if he goes out to sea and tries to go for Citadel of Dusk. I'm almost tempted not to risk it, because I don't want to send an army out all that way. But I am, you know what, I am very curious to see if that does anything, though, so just to experiment, we're gonna keep him there. Silos, you also have to get to Kairos, and I assume that you can march stance faster, so to march stance you go. You will go to the Black Pyramid of Nagash, and oh, you're gonna suffer some attrition here. I guess you could go this way. We do want to trade stuff at full HP, and you should be able to get to the Black Pyramid before the 4 turns run out, if nothing else. Though I guess it'll remain to be seen whether Kairos will actually get your stuff. Now you are going to join Kronos, and you're all going to head up north. Together. And we'll need another cultist. And of course Kronos is going to get replaced once this is all built. And then Lucas, you are still heading out towards Iber, who's still fairly far away, but go, go, go. And then you'll be the second war shrine in this army, and 2 war shrines for a fairly wide front does make sense. Alrighty, happy with that. And I do believe that's everybody that has to move, so let's do the buildings, let's end the turn, and then let's see if we can't find anything else interesting. But 339 was it? Grimoires are the thing I'm the most curious about right now. Money. Any money. Aha, Kofor, definitely want to upgrade you. We don't want to be losing that port after all. Heart of the Jungle, you're good. Kayaks. Yes on that Infernal Citadel, yes on that money making. Capes, yes money. Ooh, we gotta get that other army here soon because Karnamelk is probably coming down. Land of Assassins, that money here, and Grimoires here. And we're just about out. Bit of Stone Mine Tower, yeah, you're all gonna need walls, though we can't really afford them anymore. And then you can have that, there we go. Alrighty, well, that's all the cash, 339, let's see what this changes to, unassigned skill points, yada yada. I don't think we need to change the ways in any way. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Where could we possibly get attacked right now? I'm not sure it's anywhere, so I think we were just free to end the turn as we are. Go. And Skarbrand is very close to Iron Rock, but it looks like we will be able to take it for ourselves. He's completely ignoring the fact that we told him to defend one of our territories, which would normally be fine, but in this situation we do want him to do stuff. And yes, this guy's gonna suicide. I'm really glad he didn't siege us to prevent us from healing, though. That would have been irritating. And he does survive that. Okay, so Kairos will attack him again. Bloody Hands are moving away from Iron Rock by the looks of it. Okay. Well, good luck to them, I suppose. And there we are. Clan Molder, ally mission successful, confederation between Solland and Stirland, was it? Red Fortress cult manifests. It feels like it's been a while. All the way out here. Oh, and that's Tzeentch territory. Kind of does make sense. And what we want to get is... Huh. When's the magic is very strong? I guess in Village's territory it's not that strong. Also, we know Village now, yes? Yeah, we can talk to him now, but he is not nearly as happy with us as I'd like. Huh. Maybe he's jelly of Kairos, which does kind of make sense. Also, how is Clan Moors doing up here? I feel like it's been a while since we've taken a look at them. Forest of Decay. They're doing okay. They're still alive. They don't have a wall building, so if they get attacked by something, they're kind of screwed. Queek is heading up there, though I'm not entirely sure why. He's also pissing off the... He's pissing off Throggy quite a lot. And Throg doesn't like us for our treaties. But he does have a non-aggression pact with us, but it's probably not going to go any further. I'm almost tempted to trade one of Throg's territories like Carrick Vlag to Clan Moors. Oh wait, no, we checked. Carrick Vlag is one of those places that costs 10,000. Anyway, what's our buildings at? Wait, 349? Did we not end the turn? We did end the turn. Grimoires from all buildings plus 50%. Are you telling me that it increased by 10 grimoires per turn? That doesn't seem right. Wait, am I going completely insane, or is there something very, very wrong here? Maybe it's not displaying correctly. You know what? 4.5k. Let's see what this says next turn. Very odd. Oh well. Kairos, you have to go to the Black Pyramid, so you're going this way. No, you'll be able to reach there with time to spare. And Voljax, you could trade your stuff to Kairos then. Well, isn't that lovely? Alright, speaking as to... Oh, wait. We also have to trade... Let me just see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, I think we'll do this. So first, you're gonna go to Kairos. If I got this right. Then, you're gonna trade him this stuff for this stuff. We'll keep those for Vindex. Then, you're gonna take away these 4. Not you. These 4, because they are going to be traded away. And you're going to... I guess you're gonna take the Knights, the Screamers, really pretty much everything. These 4 are going to get replaced by the Lords of Change. These are getting replaced right now. 2 are getting replaced by Soul Grinders, and 2 are getting replaced by further Exalted Flamers. Okay, that's it. Kairos' army looking quite small now compared to what it was. And then Voljax, you are going to go north and trade the Broke Ahriman as well as several of these other units to our friends up north, though you will have to probably pick up a few other units from Silos first. Silos, you're heading out to here. And you're giving all of this stuff to Kairos. Plus a couple Chosen to... Oh, I should have built more Chosen. Yeah, okay, I guess you're not giving any Chosen to Kairos. Which means, now that I think about it, I guess we want to keep... Ah, you guys can't trade now, damn. We should keep these 2 Chaos Warriors, because we're lacking those Soul Grinders that we want in this army. And until we have them, we have to keep at least a few of the Chaos Warriors around. Otherwise, this is going to be pretty much an all-ranged army. Going to be pretty interesting to see how it works. Plus, of course, we have the Lords of Change and Kairos and just lots and lots of magics. Anyway, let's continue, though we are quickly running out of time. And Garrulus, you are going to take Iron Rock. Should be auto-resolvable. I would be curious to see if this guy comes out of Barrack de Wasbag and attacks us. Auto-resolve this, please. And we did take a decent amount of damage. Interesting. Interesting because if this guy attacks us now, we'll be hurt. It'll be more annoying if he sieges us, though he's probably going to be too afraid to do so with Scarby here. Though, of course, no guarantee. Iron Rock, you're gonna get walls, and I guess you can keep the Lattice of Distortion. And then we'll head down to Black Crag and Carrick Drawn next. Hopefully Scarbrand doesn't do that, though. Well, either way, Iber, you can move out to Doc Karaz. What is this? Oh, he's out in the water, okay. Head out to Doc Karaz, auto-resolve that. Hopefully our... Okay, good. I was thinking that the Screamers might die if we do this, but no, we're okay still. Hey, we got an Enthralling Musk. Charge bonus 15 and speed reduction. Swell. Reinforcement range plus 20. This sounds very Slaneshi, but what can you do? Stone Mine Tower, I guess we need to upgrade you immediately so that those walls are further upgraded. And I guess everything here needs to be upgraded, doesn't it? There we go. Oh man, it feels so weird not to be generating nearly as much cash as we were, though several of our armies are going to be disappeared shortly, so it'll change. Now, Kronos, you're going to get replaced by another Lord, but in a few. Let's send you out first. I don't imagine Ashok the Bloody's going to attack you, though these armies do like to randomly attack the player. He'd be crazy to. Because our army is just so much stronger than him. Alrighty, you now sailing away. And you... Oh, for the love of... Huh. So he didn't land, even though he was willing to. Okay, so what this tells me is that it is true. He can't land when we're outside this like that. That's pretty interesting. Now, fire... Ugh. Who's gonna deal with that army now? We could go out into the water. This might bait them into attacking us. We do have to be careful, though. Itza's coming as well. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. And we got 2 turns until the walls are up, so... Yeah, you know what? Go out here. Is this... Oh, it's contested, too. Why is this contested? Wait, we own this entire province. I guess the sea goes to several provinces. Damn. So we won't be healing here. Ugh, do we leave this to Kronos? We might have to leave this to Kronos. Okay. Also, we have to keep an eye on possible cultist buildings, so... Confident. Not great, but better than nothing. You know what? Let's get you up and running for now. And then if we get a better one, we'll use a better one. But for now, I want you to join this army. Alright. That looks like it's good to me. Also, did you need a cultist there, Fire? You lack a cultist. You have Aquila the Reckoner, though, so I suppose with 2 heroes, you're okay. Alrighty, Vindex is good, Fire is not good, because I haven't decided whether to keep him here or try to fight. Nah, we're gonna keep him here. He needs to heal. Kronos will take care of it. Recruiter of Fate, stay where you are to guard Stone Mine Tower. Yartok is going to... Oh, right, Itza's coming for us, so you need to go back to the Sorcerer's Islands to presumably defend it. And I believe that's pretty much it. Simon Dreetzman, you are headed to Vindex to join him. And Lucas, you are headed north to join Iber. And was there anybody else? Recruiter? Oh, right, we already clicked you. How dare you. Alrighty, and that's pretty much it. Probably a little bit of building to be building, but unfortunately I think we're gonna leave that to next episode. It doesn't look like there's any battles forthcoming, so I guess we're gonna call the episode here. Next time we'll start out by doing a little bit of building, and then we will end the turn and proceed to attacking Barak Var, to continuing our assault on the Bloody Hands, and otherwise to moving northward towards Lustria. We also will probably deal with Kairos and all this nonsense that's going on here, and then be able to defend the Black Pyramid of Nagash. Probably not the next episode, but the episode after that, when the end is nigh occurs. I am curious to see how many armies will spawn out here, but we are saving the Halt faction specifically for that purpose, so I think it'll work out quite well. Anyway, stay tuned for more Kairos. Don't forget to leave a like and comment, whatever else I may usually say at the end of these. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.